is a way to show gratitude to your ancestors?
It happens with the offering. So when you have an altar in your home, you want to illustrate that by giving them an offering that usually is a tangibility of physical food. There are some people that have a shrine that they think is an altar, but it's not strong enough because they may place like some coconuts and some water and pour a little bit of libation. But your ancestors require more energy on a regular basis from you in order to give you the regularity of the blessings that you can benefit from in your life. You eat every day. You brush your teeth, hopefully every day. There are certain things that you do every day to keep the continuity of balance and formation and order in your life. The moment you stop the continuity and you break the continuity, you are also inviting volatility into your life as well. So we make it a practice. One of the things that I teach my students in community is to be regular so that you can have the regular benefit of regular finances, blessings, health, dreams, recordings, serendipitous events, deja vu. There are so many different energies that they reverberate into the structure of your life when you show them regular gratitude through your offerings. So a simple plate of food doesn't have to be a big plate. It could be a saucer of food. You can never, if you're a vegan, you can put what you eat. But also, if you happen to be a vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian, they still like meat. Your ancestors ate meat. A lot of them may not have been a vegan. It's not an affront to put a pork chop or chitlins on the altar. It's an energetic exchange that will show up on the domain wherever they are as a commodity that they can use for whatever they'd like to, and then bring you back the transaction of the reverberation of what that energetic offering represented and how well spirited you were when you offered it. People who are cheap, and they give their ancestors cheap liquor, cheap joss paper, or cheap offerings, their ancestors are going to bring them in, bring back into their lives cheap results. Yeah. It's very easy for them to bring big, bright moments into your life, but that usually only happens when you go out of your way to give them the very finest that you can give to them, not give them a quart of old gold and some cheap food that you ate, and you say, okay, I'm going to give them the rest of this because I don't want it. That's a poor precedent to set in motion because they read that. You serve them first before you eat. You bring the very best of what you're capable of giving to them. I'm going to show you guys an example, right? This is an octillion note that we have, and this is Galighticus ancestor money. Now, you can go to Chinatown and get something called hell notes or joss paper, and it costs virtually nothing. There's a lot of people on Amazon that are buying this joss paper, and it sends a little bit of energy into the spiritual world. But when you send something like this, which is thousands and millions of times greater, if you look at this number, this is 8 octillion. It's huge. You're sending the beauty of Vaikuntha, of Amrita, of Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi directly into their world and onto their domains. And they're going to look back at you like, oh, wow, this is serious. And when you put that type of purpose on there, there's no way that they're not going to respond favorably to that. So you want to give your ancestors the best of what there is to be given. I also want to give you a sidebar, people. Yeah. Jamie Foxx was one of 5 people that allegedly may have been purposely, they tried to kill him. And when you look at Kim Porter, Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and I'll Be Sure just made it by the skin of his teeth. Wow. The commonality that they had in common, according to Jaguar Wright, allegedly, is they were writing tell-all books.
To myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Yeah. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know... You want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books.
Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx also was in the midst of reporting some of the things that he saw at a certain person's party.
Up to the party in my little town car. There's town, I grabbed a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big Canon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, I should get this, man. You, Pops, the whole night. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get this.
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
I believe that he had an attack placed on him that other people did not survive. What I also know is that Jamie Foxx's ancestors are very powerful, and they are wrapped around him like a boa constrictor. If you look at Jamie Foxx's life, he has won Grammys, he won an Oscar. His career has been tailor-made for him by his grandmother, who went back into the spiritual world. And basically petitioned the entire tapestry of the first 15 generations to open up doors for Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is supposed to be dead. And a lot of people think that he was cloned and otherwise, but he's basically said, you know, I don't know if he's put those two together, but I see it clearly. And I see his ancestors around him. So they bring about a series of different kinds of protection that there's a lot of people dealing with certain kinds of energies out there that we can't really, we can't afford to be without the assistance of our ancestors.
Powerful. Powerful.
Julia. Hey, baby. How you doing?
Hi, Udi.
Was you home from work today?
Today?
Oh, okay. How are you feeling? Mm-hmm. Well, did you burn your gam yet?
Turn the hand back.
No. Well, girl, you better go on and get to it then. All right? All right, sugar.
Who are chiming in now. We were sharing about the hero's journey and the importance of a man and woman answering the call of accountability on the hero's journey. Any final thoughts, Suri Master, Gano Girls?
I want you guys to remember all of you have a very, very specific reason for being here. Some of you have a multiplicity of missions that you are supposed to enact in this life. So I want to invite you guys not to be distracted by the outer circumstance of TikTok consciousness and having a very limited bandwidth. I'm going to give you guys a ritual that I would like for you guys to enact. I want you guys to get, and you can get something as small as a tea light candle. The tea light candle, everybody has those in their homes. If you don't have one, borrow one, get one. You have. If you need to go to the bodega downstairs or wherever it is, get some type of white candle. Hold it in your recessive hand. Take your dominant hand and either cover the candle, or if it's a bodega candle, hold the candle with the dominant hand. Close your eyes. And what I want you to do is take the candle and I want you to program your bright moment. Your spiritual agency will know what your bright moment was. All of you who are in existence now were vetted and questioned thoroughly by the agency that was responsible for assigning you your spirit guides, the vicegerents of your ancestors, your guardian angels, in accordance to what your divine parents allowed you to come here to experience. So you take this candle and you ask one question: what was my bright moment? Many of you were shown one of the apexes of what you were here to do. And you agreed by seeing that bright moment that you would be willing to shoulder every heartbreak, every challenge, every tear that you've ever cried, every person that has departed your life that was a loved one or a friend. And that bright moment, the frequency of that bright moment, which you were in the middle of, was something and the reason why you came here to bring that bright moment into existence. You were shown a glimmer and a glimpse of that. When you saw that, you completely bypassed any fear that was associated with what you are now in, which may be a challenge, heartbreak, limitation, homelessness, lack. None of that means anything in comparison to the bright moment that you have not seen yet. Some of you have seen a fraction of your bright moments inside of your dreams that we call recordings. So you take this candle and then you light it. Once you light the candle, look at the candle flame and ask the candle. Don't extinguish it, so ask very softly, what is my bright moment? Show it unto me. Place the candle on your altar and leave it there. Leave it there for 1 hour. Be responsible with the environment and make sure that you do not burn your place down. But leave it for 1 hour. And then when you're done, extinguish the candle flame by wiping it out or spilling it. Do not blow out the candle. Do this right before you go to bed. Do not look at social media, have on no music, don't watch TV, just report to bed. If you have a significant other, let them know that you would like to be quiet and immediately go to bed. You will have the answer and a glimpse of what your bright moment was that you were shown before you took your last breath from the spiritual world and entered into the body of your mother. Very, very powerful ritual. You will be very, very overcome with emotion, but also before you open your eyes from that, lock in and keep reviewing it and lock it in, because the moment you open up your eyes, that's going to dissipate. And it'll make full sense when your eyes are closed. But when you open your eyes, and for those of you who are non-students and you don't know how to, the teaching of how I teach you to lock it in, if you don't lock in and run it over and over again, because until it becomes memory, it'll dissipate. And it was, oh, that was weird. It made sense like 10 minutes ago, but it doesn't make sense now. But that was your bright moment. So those are my last
Master,
parting words.
Girls, we appreciate you. This was a powerful libation.
For some, it will be a resurrection. For others, it will be the ultimate capstone to everything they've been seeking. The Awakening Seminar will be the best spiritual presentation you have ever experienced. How do we know? Our teacher, Sri Master Gano Grills, has conducted over 30 completely different presentations around the world on every spiritual, religious, and metaphysical topic, and has answered thousands of lifelong questions from truth seekers, high and low, just like you. Galighticus is an open community of unity-based consciousness who pursue the 4 E's: empowerment, evolution, enrichment, and enlightenment. The nucleus of Galighticus is comprised of the official students, initiates, and adepts of the various spiritual programs designed by higher beings through Sri Master Gano Grills for the maximum benefit in this lifetime. Galighticus has the most exciting arsenal of spiritual artifacts, tools, and modalities that enhance one's spiritual growth on every level. We have successfully achieved a student body of world-class education from the clandestine occult to the metaphysical esoteric. The Galighticus community feels that this movement and its teachings far supersedes all areas of spiritual study and exploration. Why and how? Simple. Sri Master Gano Grills teaches what works to change your life with solutions that will ultimately impact your family, community, and ancestors. Galighticus has the world's largest database of testimonies of success from people who have learned from us. If you are serious about life-changing spirituality and taking a mild or quantum leap in your evolution, join us today for 3 unique presentations, taught by Sri Master Gano Grills personally. Meet the official students of SMGG and the #1 community of light, Galighticus. Apotheosis. Ultra Nahata, Saturday, August 31st. Awakenings, Sunday, September 1st. In Atlanta, Georgia, at the International Airport. Early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.Galighticus.com.